Good morning students, myself Shilpa Sharma and I welcome you all in the series of digital system design. Today we will discuss about the subprograms, that means functions and procedures, and also about the attributes. Functions are user defined modules for returning a single values, whereas procedure may return 0 or more than values. These functions and procedures are collectively known as subprograms. Subprograms are sequential in nature, just like a process statement. They support the modular programming approach, where a piece of code is intended of performing a particular function or task are written as a general purpose code. And these modules are stored as procedure and functions, which can be called whenever and wherever needed. Although procedure and functions are collectively known as subprogram, sharing same sequential modular nature, there exist some major differences between them. Subprograms allow reusability of code by allowing the storage in packages. From there, they can be called across different design units. Alternatively, subprograms can also be written in the main code. Subprogram consists of a sequence of declaration and statements which can be repeated from different locations in VHDL description. It can be overloaded. Functions can be used for operator overloading. Procedure can assign values to its parameters, objects, while functions cannot. A subprogram can be separated into subprogram declaration and subprogram body. Now we further categorize between function and procedure. Then functions are what? Functions are user-defined modules. Though procedures and functions are collectively referred as subprogram, there is a subtle difference between them, which help the user to decide when and where to use. These can be tabulated also. Further, we will first discuss what are functions. Function is a section of sequential code. Its purpose is to create new functions to deal with commonly encountered problems like data types conversion, logical operations, arithmetic computations, and new operators and attributes. By writing such code as a function, it can be shared and reused. The main code to be shorter and easier to understand. As already mentioned, a function is very similar to whom? It is very similar to process. The same statement can be used in process, that means if, wait, case, loop can also be used in function. While the exception of wait. Other two prohibitions in a function are signal declaration and component instantiation. To construct and use a function, two parts are necessary. The function itself, that means function body, and call to the function. Their syntaxes are how they will be defined. Function, function name, that means rising underscore age, then parameter list. Here I am defining parameter list like signal clock, which is of types std underscore logic. Then we will return these values, return. Then boolean is what? Data type is. Then declarative reason will be there, declaration must be there. Declarative variables which are local to functions. Then we will begin. Again sequential statement will be written. then we will return those values whichever defined in sequential statement. Then we will add this function name I need to write. In this syntax I have told you, the parameter list specifies the function input parameters. That means constant name, signal type, whatever you can write. So this way functions can be defined. When no class is specified, parameters are by default constant. You know that if we do not define signal, if we do not define variable, then by default we will consider them as a constant. Wait statement cannot be used in function body, and function executes in 0 simulation time. Function cannot call a procedure which has a wait statement in it. The parameters have to be model. Signals passed as parameters cannot be assigned value in the function body. Functions are categorized in two types, pure and impure functions. Pure functions are those who return the same value when called with the same parameter value. Whereas impure functions are what? These may return different values even if they are called with the same parameter values at different times. So all the signals in the architecture is visible in the architecture body or function body. Those signals may not appear in the function parameter list. That means sort of the entity. Now we can take an example of function. There can be of any number of parameters like even 0. In this example, we are defining an entity of D flip-flop. Then architecture is defined. In architecture function, rising underscore age is used, which is working on signal, which is the clock of std underscore logic type, and returning the value in Boolean manner. Now variables are defined. We will write begin, then conditions are defined, and then we will get returned value. Now again we will write begin. Now in this time we will define the wait condition. It means output processes where again the sensitivity list can be written. Now begin, wait until an event to be occurred on rising underscore age clock. Then output Q is generated, Q bar is generated after sufficient time. According to this, no changes are allowed. So this way we can define the function. Now there is a time of procedure. It is very much similar to functions and has the same basic purposes. However, a procedure can return more than one value. Like a function, two parts are necessary to construct and use a procedure. The procedure itself, that means procedure body, and a procedure call. Procedure can take input in the form of parameters. Syntax can be written like procedure, then procedure name, that means identifier, that means sensitivity list, a parameter list is applied, is, then we will declare, then we will begin, then again sequential statement are declared, then and procedure name. This way we can define the procedure. Take an example according to this syntax. Procedure build A, which is an integer, B, which is an input output signal, bit underscore vector, range can be defined here or outside also, then C, which is out real, and then D, which is a phi. Another example is procedure print underscore header is begin. Now we will write line and procedure, then end this procedure. This way we can define the procedure. Now the difference time. What is the difference? As you know that the main difference is that the function can return only one value through return statement, whereas in the procedure 0 or more values are returned and no return statement is used. In function we can accept 0 or more input arguments with default mode in, whereas procedure use in, out and out mode of argument. For every argument pass mode, class and types need to be specified in the declaration. So this was all about the subprogram. Now we will talk about the attributes. What are attributes? Attributes are features of VHDL that allow you to extract additional information about an object such as signal, variable or any other type. Attributes also allow us to assign additional information such as data related to synthesis, to objects in your design description and so on. An attribute is a value, function, type, range, signal or a constant. An attribute can be associated with certain names. These names could be an entity name or an architecture name. There are two kinds of attributes. One is predefined attribute and another is user defined attribute. Predefined attributes are those which are predefined as a part of 1076 standard. In user defined attributes are those which have been introduced outside of the standard. There are 5 kinds of predefined attributes. These are value, function, signal, type, range. In value attributes, it returns a constant value. Function attribute calls a function that returns a value. Signal attributes create a new signal, whereas type attributes return a type. Range attributes return a range of a signal. Whereas in user defined attributes, these are constants of any types. These are declared using attribute declaration. To define them, we will write attribute, then attribute name, which can be any name, then value type. I have told you the data types: access, integer, real, float. For example, type inches is range has to be given, range 0 to 1000. Then we can define the units like micron, then milli, then meter and so on. Then we can add these units. So here we can define the attribute which is of kind length under the type inches. So here attribute means user can define the attribute also. Predefined we have discussed. Now this was all about the subprogram, that means functions, then procedure, then attributes has been discussed. This was all about for today. Thank you. In the next video we will discuss later on the programming concept of various functions. Till then, stay on. Thank you. Bye-bye.